All right, so the examiner is outside. It's gonna check my lights. Before I come in here, I'll make sure I check my wheels. Now I'm checking my lights. I'll turn the ignition to the on, the key to the on position, and turn my lights on. And I'll open the window. I'll call out my lights. All right, low beam, high beam, left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers, and clearance lights. All right, can you please move to the rear of my tractor? Thank you. All right, tail lights and brake lights, left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers. Can you please move to the rear of my trailer? Thank you. All right, tail lights, clearance lights, left turn signal, right turn signal, four-way flashers, and clearance lights. All right, that's it for my lights. The examiner now is gonna come in, and before he comes in, I'll go ahead and turn my ignition back off and turn my lights off. Waiting for him to come in. Now the examiner came in, I'll go ahead and proceed. I'll turn the ignition to the on position, and I'll check my ABS. My ABS light came on or off. My ABS light came on or off in the trailer. Now I will go ahead and check to make sure my air is below 90 psi. Right now it is about 100, so I will drop some air. Okay, now the air is below 90. All right, examiner, I will go ahead and check my air governor. It should cut out between 120 to 140 psi. I'll go ahead and do a safety start. My brakes are set. My truck is in neutral. My foot on the brake, and start. Now I'm waiting for the air governor to cut out. I'll go ahead and push the gas to speed up the process and make sure I listen. Okay, I just heard my air governor cut out at 131 psi. Now I'll go ahead and turn the truck off, and then turn the ignition on, and then release both of my brakes for the rest of the test. Ignition on, brakes are released. My next test is the air leak. A combination vehicle should not leak more than 4 psi in 1 minute. Now that my gauges are stabilized, I'll go ahead and push on the brake, and after the initial drop, I will start my 1 minute. Okay, my air now is at 110. I'll start. Waiting for the full minute, and then the 1 minute passed. I did not lose more than 4. It's 108 now, so only lost 2. Truck passed the test. Keep my foot in there for another second in case the examiner wants to check. All right, my next test is the low air warning light and buzzer. They both should come on at 55 or higher. I'll find the brake to check. Okay, my low air warning light and buzzer came on at 62 psi. My next test is the tractor protection valve. Both my tractor park and brake and my trailer park and brake should pop out between 20 to 45 psi. I'll go ahead and fan the brake to check. Make sure I'm looking at the valves to see if only one pops out. I stop, and I say what PSI, and then keep going until the second one. If both of them pop out, I say both of them popped out at what PSI. I'm watching the valve. All right, my trailer park and brake popped out at 30 PSI. I'll keep going to check my tractor park and brake. My tractor park and brake valve popped out at 20 PSI. And that's it for the air supply test. Now I will go ahead and turn the engine on and to build air so I can do my tuck test. And while I'm waiting, I will go ahead do my in-cab inspection. Now another safety start. Brakes are set, truck is in neutral, put on the brake, and go ahead and turn the truck on. I'll go ahead and hit the gas to get rid of the noise. This is a low air warning light and buzzer going on because the air is low. Now that we got rid of the noise, I'll go ahead and start with my seat belt. I start from the back and move forward. My seat belt is securely mounted, is not ripped or frayed, and it's adjusted to me, and the latches and unlatches. I'll check my horn. City horn is working, air horn is working. I'll go ahead and dash. I'll check my light indicators, turn on my lights. My left turn signal is working, my right turn signal is working, my high beam is working, my four-way flashes are working. Now I'm gonna check my gauges. My temperature, water and coolant gauge is working properly and no warning lights. Building is the normal range. My oil temperature gauge or my oil pressure gauge is built into the normal range and there's no warning lights and it is working properly. My DEF gauge has more than 1/8 of a tank, and I'll check my voltmeter. My voltmeter is charging between 12 and 14. I'll check my air tank gauges. My primary and secondary, they are working properly, and they are building to the air governor cutout. Now I'm still in this area. I will check my heater and defroster. My defroster is working. Then I'll check my heater. My heater is working as well. Now I'll move forward to the windshield. My windshield is clean and is not damaged or chipped and is free of illegal stickers or any obstruction to my vision. I'll check my windshield wipers. They are securely mounted and they are properly working and no loose missing nuts and bolts and operating smoothly, and my windshield washer is also working. Now I'll move to the sides. My windows are clean and not chipped, and my mirrors are clean, adjusted to me, and free of illegal stickers or any obstruction to my vision. Now I have my, I'll check my safety, my emergency equipment. I have my fire extinguisher on behind on the base of my seat. It is charged, it is properly rated, and is securely mounted. I have my fuses here, and also my 3 warning triangles. Now that is all my in-cab. I'll try to think if I forgot anything. I think I'm good. Now I'm just waiting for the air governor to cut out so I can do my tuck test. Right, my air governor cut out. I can go ahead now and do my tuck test. I don't have to remove the chuck because it's in the rear, so I'll go ahead and move forward and remove it when I get out to do my pre-trip from outside. If your wheel chuck in the front, your truck is downhill, make sure you remove it before you do your tuck test. Now I'll start with my tractor park and brake check. Go ahead and push on the brake, put the truck in drive, leave the tractor park and brake out, release the trailer park and brake, and try to move forward. Truck did not move. My tractor parking brake is working. Now I'm gonna apply my trailer parking brake, release my tractor parking brake. So now I'm checking my trailer parking brake. Leaves the truck on drive, make sure it's still on drive, and try to move forward. Did not move. My trailer parking brake is working. Now I'm gonna release both of them. Make sure the truck is drive still, and go ahead and move forward and check for if the truck pulls to the right or the left. Okay, service brake is working. Truck did not pull to the right or the left. I'll go ahead and put the truck in neutral, check my brake, and turn my lights off, turn the truck off. And now I'll go ahead and go out to do my pre-trip from the outside.